authorities have provided an update a short time ago. Here's some of what they had to say.
Je l'ai dit ce matin et je le redis devant vous.
And I say the tragedy that occurred is unprecedented. I've been deeply touched by the tragedy that occurred here. Their families and all our citizens and beyond our borders. We had a word from the president of our government a few hours ago, and we are assured of their support, which is good. And on the name, on behalf of the commanders around the area, we will do all we can to help the families who are affected by this tragedy in these particularly painful moments. I offer you now the chronology of the events of the night. It was around 1:30 a.m. when smoke was seen at the bar at the center of the ski resort. And witnesses called the authorities to report this fire. Immediately, Ms. LaRouche, the president, and the fire alarms were called at 1:32. The police and other authorities from Switzerland. We were supported by an important device and rescue and firemen from all around the nation, and their primary mission was to rescue the victims and bring them to the various hospitals around the country. Several different counties in Switzerland. And then to secure the area and start the beginning, the first investigations in parallel. Various reception centers were identified to take on the injured and the families. At 4:14, a rescue line, a hotline was created for the families looking for their loved ones, and psychologists were dispatched to help support the people. And thanks to this great mobilization, after 5 a.m., all the injured were in treatment. We think there are some 40 people who have died and around 115 injured, most of them severely. I remind you that the area is closed until further announcement. The priority is to identify the deceased so that their remains can be quickly returned to their families, and this will take several hours. Given the fact that is internationally known, this ski resort probably has received some foreigners, so we are in contact with the various embassies involved. Now for the investigation. Is being led by our township, and I will now turn it over to the authority who will discuss this. And I wish to thank all the professionals who mobilized on the ground and their total engagement, and especially for today and these coming days. Thank you for your support. Wow. Given the situation that is tragic, that happened today, we will do all we can
des réponses aux nombreuses
to provide support and answers to the many questions that people are wondering.
Une instruction pour élucider les circonstances de cet incendie a été ouverte par le ministère public.
The circumstances of this fire have been discovered by the public ministry,
afin de procéder aux identifications.
but we are now taking charge of the victims to proceed to identification. The sound is terrible. But I wish to underline the solidarity of the people here. The resort is closed.
Il y a encore beaucoup de circonstances à élucider, plusieurs hypothèses.
There are many theories.
La piste aujourd'hui privilégiée est celle d'un embrasement généralisé qui a provoqué une
But
déflagration.
it was a general fire that caused the conflagration.
Il y a des téléphones qui ont
Many
été
interviews were held.
retrouvés pour être analysés.
And phones that were found might help analyze the situation.
Au fort Zurich, au Fort Institut à Zurich, pour effectuer une expertise afin de déterminer les
The authorities are examining the area in order to determine the origin of the fire. For today, the priority
la
is
médecine légale afin de rendre au plus vite les corps aux familles.
to identify the deceased, to bring the remains back to the families. Thank you.
Monsieur le Président de la Confédération, Mesdames, Messieurs, ce drame est d'une violence extrême.
Okay, so you're currently listening to an update from police and other officials in Crans-Montana, Switzerland, which is where this tragedy occurred. And for those that may not be aware, again, they're saying about 40 people have been killed, 115 injured in what was a fire that happened at 1:30 a.m. local time after midnight. This bar is in the middle of the Swiss Alps, too. It's about 40 in the heart of this community, which is about 40 kilometers north of the Matterhorn. And so, again, we heard the possibility of that there were maybe some foreign nationals in there. We don't have any more details, at least at this point, and we don't have the exact death toll either for now. It's around 40. That's the latest. And when it comes to the investigation, it's too early to determine the cause, saying officials have not been able to get inside the wreckage yet. So we're going to listen to the rest of this.